Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and quick update on the Izyum Front. So I forgot to tell you guys in the earlier quick updates, the summary for the day of 43 and 44 will be done together. So it will be around maybe 10 hours from now. Uh, so so sorry for those that have been waiting for the summary for day 53, because I went out. Went out and I went for my booster shot for my COVID-19 booster vaccine, which is why I didn't have time to do the summary. But a lot of things have happened, so I doing all these quick updates for you guys. So coming back to the Izyum front, and quite a lot of things to happen. If you saw the previous quick update, this is for the Luhansk front. Crimea has been captured. So in Izyum, there's a number of fighter jets getting shot down from the Ukrainian side by the Russians. So there's one MiG-29 shot down over Fedorivka. There is two MiG-29 shot down over Izyum, and there's another MiG-29 shot down over Zavodi. This four MiG-29s. MiG-29s, if I'm not mistaken, is an air-to-air superiority fighter. It's an air-to-air fighter. So they try to control the air, and they all got shot down. I think largely by air defense. Yeah, they all shot down by air defense. So in modern warfare, it's really a bad idea to fly into a location where there's a lot of air defense. Somehow the Ukrainian seems really desperate. So there are reports that from the Ukrainian operational information. So this is the official, you can call it Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, that they reported that the Russians have conducted reconnaissance by battle at Zavodi, Dmitrivka, and Dibrovne. So Dibrovne is here. This Dibrovne, which corroborates the information of Sulyhivka falling to the Russians, because if they can reach here, means the Russians have captured Sulyhivka. So we corroborated this information here, and which means with this position, having fighting means the Russians are actually fanning out. And we also have Zavodi here, where there's one of the MiG-29 got shot down. This is also another part where the Russians are trying to secure. So they are trying to prevent any incursion from the rear. They are spreading out, and we are likely to see more advances in that sense. But in which direction, you would say? So interestingly, usually I don't talk about airstrikes, but the Ministry of Defense make it rather clear that their army aviation, which is their air force, destroy tanks and armored fighting vehicles. So they specifically say 8 tanks, and then of course it's going to be so 8 tanks and other armor fighting vehicles. So maybe it's just 8 units, as well as a company of enemy manpower, which is soldiers. So they say it's near Pashkovo, Veselo, and Ilishevka, but these are all Russian names. So actually the location is actually Redne, which is the new name for Ilishevka, Vasile, and Pashkove. So with the airstrike or helicopter strike on these 3 positions, we can be rather very sure that sounds like a oxymoron. We are very sure that the Russians are going to push this direction towards Babinkov. So this is the reason why I actually indicated these 3 airstrikes positions, because this is the clear indication of which direction the Russians is going to push towards, and we likely to see this as a attempt to protect the rear along this road. So we are going to expect more advances towards this direction, towards Babinkov. And if you had been following me for some time, you would know that I'm very disapprove of how the Russians fought in the first 2 weeks. The way how they just rushed through and ignoring all the villages and town to go to a certain front line or certain city to encircle it. I had you can call it advocated that the Russians should take locations slowly and progressively, and it looks like the Russians are actually doing this right now. The way how they are trained to fight and the way how I expect the Russians to fight. So you can see that they are taking village by village, town by town, and then they soften up the enemy before they move forward. So if they go by the first week of war kind of strategy, they will just rush down this road and encircle Bavinkov, and then all their resupply will be hit by Ukrainian forces along all these positions while they try to resupply the encirclement. So we are not seeing that this time round. We are seeing the proper Russian way of fighting, where they actually take position by position by position, with the enemy softened by heavy bombardment and airstrikes before they actually move in. So this is probably what we are looking at right now. So on the eastern side of Izyum, if I have not mentioned, the Russians is now fighting for Lozov, and this is after they have cleared the Ukrainian forces at Borova and moved all the way down. They took Pishki Rakivsky, and then they actually now is pushing for Lozov. This question mark, in case you haven't known, because maybe you didn't watch the last summary, quite a number of maps out there is listing Oskil to be under the Russians, but I have never ever seen any intel that the Russians are in Oskil. So which is why I put a question mark, because I'm really not so sure. So I have clear information that they are at Kapitolivka, but I have no information that they are at Oskil. There could be a possibility that the Ukrainians still holding this position. So it's quite a question mark now. So I just going to leave it as is. And further east, the Russian forces is moving south, attacking Zarishny as well as Liman. The latest rumor on Twitter is that Zarishny has fallen to the Russians. There is a rumor because one guy tweeted the Russians is at Zarishny, and that causes retweets that say the Russians have captured Zarishny. To me, that's a little weak. So luckily I saw the first tweet that causes this start of this rumor. So I'm not going to indicate this as captured by the Russians yet. So just want to let you know, in case I also forget to talk about this during the summary, because it's a lot of things happening in these 2 days. So anyway, this is the quick update for the Izyum Front, and hopefully I give you some insight of what to expect in the coming days. So I will see you in the next update, and for those people that have not subscribed, please subscribe. And for those that you really want to get the latest information from me as soon as possible, hit the bell button, hit the bell to get notification, and yeah, press the like button, bombard it, airstrike the like button, and I'll see you in the next update.